I just had a mind blowing experience. Now, it would seem insignificant, the event that happened, but to me, it was eye opening and mind blowing. So I'm on day 32 of rebuilding my life at 40 years old. 32 days ago, I started out with minus $10.58 in my bank account. I'm now plus $104.19 in my bank account, which is really a huge step forward. But that's not what blew my mind. What blew my mind was a phone call I got. So keep in mind, I have been opening myself up this year to getting to know more people. And there was a young lady, very young, she's like 23, 24 years old, and we had been talking, and it was more like big brother, little sister. And part of those conversations were more about where life should it be expected to go. You know, that life for me did not go the way I thought it was going to go. And I was trying to help her out. I was trying to be a mentor of sorts. She's got a kid, she's got a lot of complications in her life. And there was some things that had occurred that kind of upset me where it was like, okay, now I feel like I'm getting taken advantage of. So I just dropped it, right? Now, that was 3 months ago. Today, she contacted me. Now, I didn't recognize the phone number, but she had contacted me. And she was talking and giving me just kind of questioning why I didn't call her, why I haven't talked to her, why did I just kind of let everything go. And I had to explain to her, I'm like, look, I'm one of those people that I'm really nice to a fault. And anymore, I said, especially this year, I've made it a mission to kind of watch out and not be used. I've made it a mission of mine to show people who I am up front so that way I don't get taken advantage of. And most people are like, wait, what? You're not playing the mystery card with people? No. I show people who I am, what I'm about, and they're either going to accept me for who I am, they're going to try to use me for who I am, or they're going to say, hey, he's not my cup of tea, let me not talk to him, or let me just kind of keep him around just in case I need him. And I've learned to recognize that stuff. So that's why I explained to her. And I'm like, you know what? You have a very beautiful personality. She's a pretty girl. She's got a lot going for her. And I told her, like, if you don't open yourself up to the possibilities of things, because there's going to be a young guy that's in his late 20s that's going to sweep her off her feet if she allowed it. But unfortunately, she's closed herself off to the possibility unless it involves money. There's the golden thing. She's expecting for her time to be paid for, even in a romantic situation. She expects a man to pay for her time in order for her to hang out with him. And the problem with that, now, the only problem with that, and what I've discovered about that, and I've done the same thing. Like, if you guys notice on my RV channel, I talk to people for free. I don't charge anybody to do consultations unless it's really deep. I'll have one phone call with somebody for an hour, hour and a half, and I don't charge. And the reason why is you have to remove money out of the equation to get to know people and get to know what their wants and needs are. And if they need you beyond the hour, hour and a half, then of course, they donate money or whatever the case may be. And I figure that's really how you get to know people. And I was telling her that I said, if you don't remove money out of the situation, then you're never going to get to know who somebody truly is, and they're not ever going to get to know who you truly are. And you will never know if a man that's paying for your time, let's say he's giving you $1,000 to go out and have dinner and do other adult entertainment type of stuff, if you get my drift. I said, the reality is that man could be the nicest person on earth to you and play a role. But at the same time, you're never going to get to know who that person really is. So, it just blows my mind. I ignore people and they come out of the woodwork. And it's just mind blowing to me. See, the problem is this world is too made up of money and not made up of ambition, success, and innovation. And the guys that are innovative and want innovation and want things good for the planet and good for the world, they have a narcissistic tendency, a manipulative personality to try to manipulate themselves into the role of power in order to lead the world into that, whatever you want to call it, Garden of Eden. So, yeah. Anyway, thought that was interesting.